the stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her God bubble we soar through the night, exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies fills the air. Come with me, let's ride on the cosmic breeze. With Kelly Coffee we'll journey through galaxies. In her God bubble we'll explore the unknown, a grand adventure like no other we've known.
through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
Hey guys, it's me, Kelly. Come on in. What you guys doing today? Hey Jennifer, I see you. Anything's possible. Possible. Oh my god. Oh Jennifer, it's too early. Hold on, let me take a sip. Okay. Okay, I can handle humor now. Oh, that's so cute. Welcome to Kelly and the Ball. Oh my god, Jennifer. Holy crap. Oh, what's going on with you? Faraday cage, peace. Was it the new trend? I mean, I've got my TISM tent. You know, I'm halfway there. Would be cool if I did this all in linen. Holy crap. So, NPC drama. Dolores Cannon said 80% of the people out there are NPCs. That's like 8 out of 10. 4 out of 5. Which is most surveys. 4 out of 5 say, who are those 4 out of 5? Because I don't know about that. The NPCs. So when 4 out of 5 agree. Do you see how the world works now? And I'm not saying those percentages are accurate. Like, there's what you would call real people. And this is just like drama inside of a video game, because none of this is real. So I was like, let me see what Canva AI I'm not advertising them, by the way. They've given me nothing. I paid through the nose for the service. So, that being said, let's look at Canva pictures. Oops. There we go. I thought this was so cool. This is not exactly what it looks like. It's AI. Doing the best we can. But man, the concepts that I put in there, I did a pretty good job this time. I'm proud of myself. Trying to describe a soul and what a soul looks like. Now, before we get into these pictures, but check this out. There's so much involved in this. This went to a crazy place. Oh, there's like dots on the outside too. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay, so we go to the caveman drawing. You see the caveman drawing that's almost exactly in the middle? This is the soul with the white light stick of awareness. This is the matrix. But that's what we're dealing with, so let's be real about it. Okay, it's in front of me. That's what it is. I'm not going to deny it. Otherwise, I'll keep resisting it, keep creating it. So when we see it for what it is. So this is like AI interpretations of this. Those little circles that I draw up there, those are, the AI pictures look quite different than this. But I thought it was interesting because, go up here. That's what AI gave me for a soul. And like, oh my gosh. What? Oh, we'll go through all the pictures. They're cool, you guys. I'm so pleased with the pictures today. The AI pictures in Canva. This is amazing. This not exactly to scale because the white light stick is much bigger. I'll show you size wise what I actually see when I remote view. As we're looking through the pictures, I'll say, okay, this looks more like this. This looks more like that. As we're going through the pictures, if that's helpful. Now, when I look at this, I don't see strings or tentacles or anything like that. But you start to see that. I hope I'm going to the right place. Yes, here. You start to see stuff like that here. So I thought it was really interesting that that's one of the things that the AI did, the Canva AI did when I was producing these pictures. That was kind of unexpected. So let's go back. AI's version of it. There's several versions, and we'll go through the pictures. But when we're looking at all these pictures, remember that what we're looking at is a soul, or what I'm calling a soul. And what people are like, don't sell your soul, or give your soul away, stuff like that. And how is the soul constructed? This is how it's constructed. It's like a bubble. And you've got these emotions that are like multiple colored spheres. See, doesn't this look, even though it's not exactly like that, isn't this a better visual than me just drawing it on a dry erase board? Then we start to see like, oh my gosh, that's how the soul is constructed. The soul is constructed to take one little piece of this grid on the bottom, in the middle, on the very bottom. That is the white light matrix grid. And you're seeing it just in like 2 dimensions where it makes squares. If you do it like 3 dimensions, we've got cubes going on. Nonetheless, it's just a little leg in between the intersections of this grid. So that's you put this soul, this piece of technology on there, and you take advantage of it. this whole exists. I'm not saying you're not having fun here. I mean, who am I to say? But your whole existence is based on a technology being put around a matrix grid system inside of the matrix, which is a mind system, while you are out there, still a hologram, but doing everything in eyeball form. Like you're doing the eyeball thing. It's like minding my own business, and experiencing all the avatars. I'm oversimplifying what's going on, but on the iris called the known worlds or Earth, the experience, it's Avatar Kelly and all the avatars. There's no individual experiences that you are having. You are collectively having an experience. And then on the bottom left, looking into the pyramid, that big experience. Think of all of these experiences being put into a prism. You're going to experience all of those individually with that white light. So that white light in these pictures that I'm showing you of the soul, that is the awareness in the matrix. It's not pure white light consciousness. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, you guys? Oh my God, I hope this makes sense. I'm so excited about this. Oh, the Faraday cage. The Faraday cage, what people are doing, they're doing like a makeshift. They make it themselves with wood and the stuff they get from like Home Depot and stuff. And they make a Faraday cage that they get into, and some of them are just like putting it over their bed, I guess. So they sleep in it at night, have peaceful sleep. What they're reporting is when they get into this Faraday cage, they didn't realize how much intrusion there was into the body of other thoughts, and not quite aware of what it all is when they're in the Faraday cage, but they're in there for a period of time. And when they come out, they report, this is what other people are saying. I didn't experience this firsthand. Go do your own research on what people are saying about it, or do it yourself and give me feedback on it. So this Faraday cage that it's literal thoughts, like thinking all day. So they get out of the Faraday cage and, I've got to say code words now. It's bad when you go to code words, right? The thoughts that come in that are not yours. Thoughts of corn and violence. Yeah. Just very, very negative things. Anxiety. For negative thinking of self. I don't know what code word to use. Like you're not being very nice to yourself. How about that? Intrusive thoughts about not being nice to yourself. I'm trying to remember what all they listed. Again, go do your own research, because this is me just conveying information that I heard. I haven't experienced it myself, so research this yourself. Make your own Faraday cage. I'm sitting here going, I could make a Faraday cage out of like, I don't have it. Oh my God. These are all our lessons. These are all our lessons. I was just thinking about the fabric that I was downloaded, healing fabric. You guys, this was like tough. This is 3-dimensional tough. Like for me, this is real. It's everybody else, it's not real, but this is real for me. The fabric, and then talking code. I don't want to use the T word. Where there's like other countries involved, and prices and money and so forth. And then shenanigans. And then right now, physically, whatever that means in a simulation. Physically, this fabric is not being created and clothing is not being made out of it at the moment. That got put on hold. How's that? That got put on hold. I mean, oh, fuck. See, and that's me looking outside of myself. It's the energy in the first place that's stalling this. Why is it stalled? It's healing because this is complete and total healing with this fabric. And then you can make a tent around you with it. There's your Faraday cage. The fabric that I'm going to be putting out creates a Faraday cage around you. And it's pretty fabric, gorgeous fabric. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Like, you guys aren't the only one that's like, why? Like, I got investors in this that invested. So all of this money is tied up in it. But when certain things are not there anymore, the prototypes will be made. And there's even a person that wants me on their show as an inventor to put the product out there to potential investors. So it's like, for me, in my world of God bubble, letting go and allowing and shit, that's one that is hard to let go of. And it's like, do I push and pull? I've actually thought of that. Do I push and pull? Am I letting go and allowing, or am I just giving up? See when it's right. Oh my gosh, Kelly, listen to your own fucking advice. Take your own workshops. Seriously. Oh my gosh. I'm just sitting here listening to myself like, I'm fucking this up, and I help other people. Like, I can see this in other people. It's like, oh, but it's me. Anyway, I can't wait to show you the soul pictures. They're so fucking cool. Oh, Brian. Okay, I'm glad this makes sense. I was like, is this another video about me just fucking everything up? Hope not. I mean, I don't want you guys to be like fucking everything up, but like, I can't be the only one. But hey, Brian, let's see. So the Faraday cage blocks those thoughts. I haven't heard of it yet. That's what, again, I have not. I'm just giving you information that I saw randomly out there. Go do your own research on it. Go build your own Faraday cage. Whatever that is. And I'm assuming if you go out there, gosh, when Ken gets here, Ken's IQ is like ridiculously high. And he also has experience in the area of electricity and that kind of stuff. Like, he understands how a Faraday cage works and so forth. And he could speak intelligently about that, but it's Canada, and I don't know if he's awake yet. He's the one that helped me with this project. The stuff that's, not public with this project, and the creation of the fabric, like the healing fabric. Again, that is a Faraday cage. This technology that's in the fabric, but yeah, that's what they're. I knew it blocked a whole lot of stuff, and people were more restful and so forth, and they had a better night's sleep. The grounding sheets and things like that. I'd seen a benefit with that in myself having grounding sheets. It does make a difference, and having like linen sheets and so forth, that makes a difference as well. But these are ones that actually built a Faraday cage again, and if they slept in it or or something like that, they spent periods of time in it, where it's like, oh my gosh, and the way that they reported it, again, do your own research, it was almost like night and day. In the Faraday cage, they had positive thoughts and positive feelings. When it was coming like from them, they felt, and there was no interference or nothing from the outside. It wasn't even just neutral. It was positivity and pushing in that direction of positivity and being uplifted, and just the world is an awesome place, and isn't everything awesome, and and all. And then they say when they get out of the Faraday cage, it's instant violence and self-destruction and corn and in a oh, I forgot the words they use, but inappropriate thoughts. Like thoughts like that's not only is that in the not good category, but that's wildly inappropriate. Like stuff that you would never think. And and they get the people that were in the Faraday cage that they reported a huge difference. Like almost you were on the defensive all the time. Like something was attacking you all the time is how you felt. And you guys, I have felt that way at times. This human resonance, which is a graph and a chart of us, is this just like all this technology being beamed at everybody at the same time, and they're calling it the stars aligning? And sorry, I fell out of my God bubble. Let's look at pretty soul pictures. Pretty soul pictures. Now, when we look at an economy, what is a spiritual economy? Because this truly is a spiritual economy. Spirit meaning breath. Spiritual is breathing. So by the mere act of breathing, not breathing in breath work with a ritual and let's light a candle and so forth and chant a certain way. There's spiritual in the first place, and then you put a practice on top of it. So spirit is simply breathing, and in the act of breathing or living, because in order to have this life, you've got to have that white light, or you cannot have this experience without that. So when you're here in this reality, and why they say that spirituality is breathing. In another dimension, no breathing is required. But in this dimension, there are lungs. So when you breathe into those lungs, there's a sound that is made. And anytime sound is made, that's a vibration. It's a frequency. Anytime you have a frequency, you create toroidal fields. You guys, see how simple this is? As above, so below. It keeps repeating itself. So sound generates a vortex. And that vortex, it creates a toroidal field. And you guys know what happens with that toroidal field. It lights up with pure white light consciousness bubbles. This is a technology copy of a toroidal field. Now, there are toroidal fields inside of this. This is what is animating it. Where, the stuff that I talked about with like drum flow talks about there's two toroidal fields in the heart space or the heart area. So you've got natural toroidal fields going on in there. That's the only way you can animate this avatar. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, please ask questions. Please go, Kelly, this isn't making sense. So there's two toroidal fields that are the core of reality, a toroidal field, and that creates a sphere around you. The other toroidal field creates another sphere, and it's got, it's turning and rotating and stuff like that, these toroidal fields, okay? Now there's a technology that gets put on that. Because every toroidal field that's created, it creates a bubble around it that is an exact copy. Hold on. Let me show you what it looks like in eyeball land. I've shown you this before, but I hope you're putting the map together. Okay, on this level. This is better. This is better right here. So those are pure white light consciousness bubbles that are like plasma bubbles. So the plasma on the outside of the bubble has a potential to be anything and everything in all of creation. Like on the God level, that first bubble, this is a copy of it. So there's a possibility it could be anything. It could be anything. So these are pure white light consciousness bubbles that come out of toroidal fields. So while you're playing this game, and we're not even to the soul part yet, but while you're playing this game, you've still got toroidal fields going on all over the place producing consciousness. Now we interchange the words consciousness and awareness, but they are very, very separate. Consciousness comes out of the toroidal field. Awareness comes from the pyramid of the matrix, the mind. Before the matrix, the mind, what you see going on in this picture right here, you are feeling and experiencing everything all at one time, but you know it's a video game. You know it's just an experience, and you're not that experience. You're not hyper zooming in on Avatar Kelly and like, oh my gosh, I'm going to brush my hair today and cover up my cowlicks. Avatar Kelly is just one experience of many that you're having all at one time, and then it dissipates. So consciousness is there all the time. When we've and because we're not pushing and pulling at all, we're having experiences. When you start to push and pull is when you find yourself looking in to the matrix, looking into that pyramid that divides everything into four, which is creating the third dimension. So it's only one experience you're having. So inside of that, the white light, you can see it on the upper right, that white light is awareness. So when you get to the souls that we're going to be looking at, the souls that we're looking at, that's, you know, part of this division here of the pyramid. This is all created in the matrix grid. All created in this matrix grid. And the matrix grid looks something like this. So we've got, you know, squares going on. And then from the inside, this is a good illustration. Not perfect, but a pretty good illustration of what it looks like to be in that place. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. I'll give you a map before we do this. And again, that's where you see that each of these souls that I'm showing you is just a section of this larger grid. In other words, this can be turned into a commodity. If you've got something that's tangible and you can hyper focus, fixate and focus on it, you're in the matrix. So this soul, here we go. I'm so excited. This is a huge industry. The soul is a piece of technology that goes on. Do you have a better map in your do you have a better picture of this so far? So think of this as like all the souls, like, oh, I'm out freely doing shit. Like, I've let go of this three-dimensional reality, not the body anymore. You come out kind of in this form. And then when you come out in this form, you've got like the moon, if you will, that recycles. There's a recycling that goes on. And this to me is like an AI version of like how these can be recycled. Very artistic, I guess. So you've got that idea of and concept of the awareness, or the white light stick, as I call it, or a spirit stick. You're going to hear me call it by several names. Like over the years, I've just called it different things. Your awareness stick, your spirit stick. Some people call this spirit. And again, it's a piece of the grid system of the matrix, that white light square grid system that in 3 dimensions is a cube system. So this piece of technology, when the body, it's 80 years, you're 80 years old, goodbye. Talking in code. You're 80 years old, get off the planet or get out of the body. And so there's a harvesting, like a harvesting that goes on, and this awareness stick, like these souls are interchangeable. See how the soul, like right behind it, has something different going on than this soul over here. These are all experiences, and they're worth something. They have value. This is a piece of technology and a part of a really large industry. Spiritual economy. So when you're doing breath work and shit like that, you're really pumping up the white light in that stick. And you're of high value. You're a chosen one. That's because they're harvesting a lot of energy off of you. The chosen ones. I'm a light worker. Has anybody said that? I'm a light worker. Okay. Okay, the light workers, what they're doing again is pumping a lot of that awareness into the system, and the system is feeding off of them, and you're of high value. So the chosen ones are just basically all getting drained. Does that make sense? Like, so don't worry about those out there that are like, I'm spiritually superior to you. You are a spiritual infant. Okay, like, excuse me, lady. Spiritual is breathing, and we're all breathing, so fuck you. As Gen X response for everything is, fuck you. So in these souls, we have lots of experiences and a lot of things going on with these emotions and feelings. And we will pull these. This is making more sense when you've got a visual on the emotions and feelings now, are these little spheres that are different colors. So you pull those inside of your white light stick. Got a better visual on that now? All right. You pull those inside of the white light stick. Holy shit. Like we put fear and anger. Think about that. We're pulling fear and anger inside that white light stick. And in the creation of your avatar, everything's malfunctioning. And we're like, I think I am the avatar. I'm going to warm up my drink a little bit, you guys, while you're looking at these pictures. Isn't this like fucking awesome? What AI is able to do. Now, a lot of these, it put the feelings and emotions on what I would call the bottom, like these, because feelings and emotions I see hovering at the top, like hold on, there we go, like this, because the head of the avatar is at the top and the feet are at the bottom of this, and all of these emotions and all are up there on the head and the shoulders and stuff, and that white light stick is in the middle, and the bottom is like has just storage and things, or it's kind of vacant. AI did it the opposite. So again, as I'm showing you these AI created pictures, I'm showing you kind of the differences with what I remote view and see on you guys, and what AI spit out. But I hope in looking at these visuals, you get a better visual in your mind when I talk about the soul and how it's shaped and how it's structured, and where pushing and pulling these little emotion spheres around doesn't do a damn thing. They know where to go. They've got factory settings. When your soul is created, they know where to go when you leave them alone. Is this exciting? I'm so excited. This AI stuff has enabled me to share concepts with you. This is so awesome for me, you guys. I'm able to show you more And hopefully you're understanding better by showing these to you, because caveman drawings are fine. But once you've got a picture in your mind and you see these pictures, you remember. That's why I was excited, because even though these pictures aren't 100% accurate, you're going to start remembering, going like, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. This one looks more like a lipstick, but this is more like about the right size. It's a little taller. The stick that's in there is a little bit taller, but this is real close, real close. This side, sorry to go backwards, but like this side, if you made it a little bit taller, that it's the right size. Like AI did really good at creating stuff. So think of this, because I will look at people's auras and I will see this around them. Not that it looks exactly like that, but I will see how this is almost like creating a shell or a shield behind, like below and behind them. I'll see you guys do that on your in your energy fields. Again, it might not look exactly like that, but I'll see you shielding up and so forth. And then I'll see, understanding that these emotion bubbles, like in this picture, these emotion bubbles hover around the top when you leave them alone. See how the emotion bubbles have come down like inside the shield and is only on one side, so you're not experiencing emotions the way you came here to experience them. So I can see when you guys have like private sessions with me, or if you're in my class, hey, sign up. I've got a class starting, let's see, 9, 10, 2.5 hours. I've got a class starting. You can sign up now. thegodbubble.com. It's the remote viewing class. You guys are going to love it because you can see stuff like this on people. I'll teach you to do that. And you can see stuff like this. So when you in this remote viewing class, if we've got time, I can look at your energy as well to let you know where your energy is. So while you're practicing remote viewing and everything, you'll at least know what I see your energy looks like. So when you look at it, you might see the same thing, you might not. So yeah, I'll see people's energies shift. So they've got, that's why I call them factory settings. You've got a factory settings when things are out of their factory settings like this. Then I look at, this is just made up by AI. So I'm just making up what this might mean if it's like actually on a person. You guys, I'm just completely making up a scenario. So it's like, like you haven't felt, that you've really been grounded in your life or had a good solid foundation, and that nobody watched your back. Again, I'm just making this up because this isn't a real person. But so like if I see something like that on somebody, this is kind of sort of what's going on. And because of that, you've shifted your emotions around in that protective space. So it looks like you've got a program there telling you that your emotions weren't protected, and you'll usually have they'll talk about like their childhood where they didn't feel like their emotions were protected and all, and you'll see it in their energy field like this. So it's part of the healing process is, oh, Kelly, let's say, we meet each week or something like that. Oh, Kelly, I did a lot of letting go, allowing, and healing, and cutting cords and, this and that, and letting go of programs and inner child work and all. Can you look at my energy? And this is the stuff that I see. It's like, you're like, can you look at my energy? Because I feel like I've healed, but, I'd love sorry, I got the hiccups. I'd love to have some confirmation. So I'll look at it and I don't know, I'll just randomly pick this one. And again, I see these as far as where the head is. The head is in the direction AI got all of these upside down, but that's all right. You see what's going on. Then I'll look at their energy and it's doing something like this. It's like, oh, okay, all your emotions are outside of your white light stick. And they all look like they're back in their factory settings. You've let go of them. So when I have sessions with you, this is what I'm looking at. It's very, very close to this. Again, AI never gets it perfectly right, but these are really good, you guys. I hope this is helpful. Oh, wonderful, Brian. The picture helped a lot, says Brian. So thank you, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Again, Brian, even though they're not perfect, um, I think you can, by my explanation, I think you can see how it is different. This looks a lot more, it's upside down, but this looks a lot more where it's filled all the way half up, though, halfway up. This is just about a third filled up with the feelings and emotions. And see how they don't combine? They don't combine. They don't touch each other either, though. They don't sit there and touch each other. Oh, hold on. You guys, I am so sorry. That was a very, very, very important phone call. And so I got that handled. I am so sorry. Uh, woo, just get business handled. Um, anyway, where were we in this? Oh yeah, I was looking at you guys' energies. Got a phone call. There we go. This is when I see there's technology involved. Technology that, you know what, this is really weird because, man, AI did a good job. Okay, so I will see these crystalline, like almost like a crystal city, and there's like tubes sticking out that when these spheres or these souls come through, they'll go through those tubes or like a log straw, a very big straw. But they go through these and are processed. The souls are processed. So the soul has several parts to it, as you just saw. Again, there's just different versions of AI. But you've got the spheres that are the emotions, and you've got the stick. Now you've got all of these memories as well that are in there. These experiences, equivalent would be like Akashic records, I guess. So you've had all these experiences that you've collected and accumulated. And this stuff that's bought and sold, and these emotions are used over and over again. And these spirit sticks used over and over again. Like if you signed up for 100,000 years, was it Anunnaki? I forgot who can live for like 200,000 years or so. Yeah, you make different decisions in life if you can live for 200,000 years as opposed to 80. So then there's a harvesting. There's a harvesting of the stuff. The white light sticks are taken out. What are you doing? So and you've got these emotion bubbles. And then the soul itself. So all the souls of the white light sticks get deposited in a I don't know, they're all collected together. And then the soul and all of that goes on to be processed in other places, in other areas. What is going on? Oh, you want me to see that you like disemboweled your... Oh, it's the foot of your zebra. Yeah, zebra lost his whole leg. I see that. Good job. Good job. What? What do you want? I'm sitting here. We're looking at the soul is about to be like shredded and off like, you know, like cattle and sheep. Yeah, it's like the commodities market. Like, what? What do you want? Do you want some pumpkin spice latte? You guys, that'll give us like 2 minutes apiece. Some pumpkin spice latte. Hold on. Hold on. Oops. Okay, let's start over. Here we go. Pumpkin spice latte for the spoiled Australian Shepherd. Okay. Let's see. God. You're something. You are the something. A pumpkin spice latte for the spoiled Australian Shepherd. Spoiled Australian Shepherd, your pumpkin spice latte is ready. She looks offended. Oh, wow. Okay, we got 2 minutes, you guys, to go through these pictures. 2 minutes apiece. Okay. So these souls are processed. These souls are processed. Like, hurrah. I found a silver infused mattress cover. Is that like, I don't know, Jennifer. I'm not knowing the Jennifer. Not sure about that. Because it's on one side. And those are like those grounding sheets and all. With the silver in it and everything. And the silver infused, when I was in that world and they were trying to get me to change my technology, just like spray the stuff on instead of create the technology and weave it into the fabric. That's what I found out about all the spray stuff. So I started to question, what else is in that silver that they infuse? That means it's spray on. So every time you wash it, some of it washes away. And then over time, how much is there? And these are all questions I ask myself, Jennifer. And what else is in there besides silver? Anyway, that's just my opinion on the silver infused. If I don't see silver threads in there, I don't know what's going on. It's like an industry wants to do something different. And then, so you've got all this silver, and silver's fantastic, but then you do all the laundry, and then it gets into the system. The systems of processing water have to do with bacteria and organisms and all to clean, water and process it at water processing plants and so forth. And if there's a ton of silver that goes through with the water, it gets in there, and the silver, it just takes out everything in its path. I mean, it's why it's so good in the body and all, but so it's causing an environmental problem as well, having all of that silver plus what? Again, Jennifer, plus, I'm not asking you to answer, but silver plus what? If you just sprayed silver on something, it would come out pretty quick. How did you make that silver stick? So putting out an all-natural product, I didn't feel comfortable with it. Oh my God, that was almost exactly 2 minutes. What do you want? Some attention? Do you want some mommy hugs? Do you just want more food? Oh my God. It's probably about puppy attention time and going outside. I think we're going to have some sun today. Look at my phone real quick. I'm going to say, yes! A little bit of clouds about noontime, and that's it. It's going to get up to 53 degrees. Woo-hoo. You guys, this last week, for like 3 or 4 days, it was so cold, like 9 degrees, 11 degrees, like at night. It would warm up during the day, but not enough. Like, what? What, that was 2 minutes apiece, and that was it. Did you like that pumpkin spice latte? He said, yeah, it reminded me of the cranberry goat's milk with honey. Uh-huh. Did you hear her? She said, uh-huh. She knows exactly. Like, I mean, she doesn't speak like a human or anything, but the stuff that I could, like the sounds that she can make, like yes and no, like uh-huh, she will say those back to me appropriately, you guys. But she got mad at me the other day. She shook her head no and said uh-uh. Or huh-uh. It was one of those. It was either uh-uh or huh-uh. She was disagreeing with me. I mean, I was right. She was just mad. But she wanted her way. Oh my gosh! Okay, hold on. I'm going to buy us like 2 more minutes. I have 3 more pictures. I'm going to see if I can squeeze 2 minutes out of this. Okay, let's get your goat's milk. Hold on, let me get your cranberry. Where's your cranberry stuff? Here it is. Okay, so we got cranberry, goat's milk, and Canadian honey. Okay. Good girl. You ate the whole thing. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Where's my... Oh, here it is. Okay, let's see. Goat's milk. And let me get the honey. You guys, I was getting this already because this is like powder and stuff, and I put the honey on top. I hadn't put any water on it. She goes over there. I turned my back for 2 seconds. That's how all these stories go, isn't it? I just, in 5 seconds. And oh, sure, 5 seconds. No, really. 5. Oh my God, I got honey all over my fingers. Seriously, 5 seconds. She goes over there, licks all the honey up. All of it. Every bit of it. Okay. Hold on, I gotta get the honey off of my fingers. Where's my towel? Where's my, oh, there it is. Okay. 9. I see you sneaking over there. Now, oh, you'll be so happy. You'll be so happy. Okay, you guys, I think we have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes. Let's get through these pictures. Okay, so the soles, they're like a hot commodity. Yes, Jennifer, do your research. I don't know. Glad I didn't buy it. Oh, that's so funny, Brian. You know, right? Yeah, do your research, because Jenny, I did research and I couldn't find anything on it that they added anything to it. There was just that gut feeling. So I really don't think there's anything out there that says it's bad. The silver stuff, you know, like, or extra ingredients. It is just my gut feeling. Something's not right about it. Something doesn't feel right about this silver infused. Now, it doesn't mean silver threads going through your fabric. That's completely different than this infused stuff, the spray-on stuff. Because, man, I got really into this industry where I could create a fabric of anything and everything. You know, anything and everything to choose from. Oh, my God, that wasn't even 2 minutes. Oh, my God. Now she's licking the vapors off of the bowl. But, oh, thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. She'll be so happy about that. Those are so satisfying to her as well. There's something, I don't know, it's just very nurturing, and she'll settle for a bit. And I'm not saying it's you know, I haven't fed her like real food at that point. These are just treats I give her. You know, I'm sitting here sipping on my goat's milk hot chocolate, and so I give her pumpkin spice latte in the morning. So here we go. And the other stuff, the TB, I save for a little bit later. It's very satisfying for her as well. Or if I want to give her something that she might not want to eat, I'll mix it with that. Like, this is good for you, but you're not going to like it. I'll mix it with I can't say, BROTH. You guys, she's starting to be able to spell. Like, or I don't know if she could spell, but like, when I spell things, she knows what I'm talking about these days. So the sole, girl, I didn't even get through any pictures while you were eating that, is part of this huge. Oh my gosh. Now I'm getting a good look at this picture. Again, this is Canva AI. They didn't pay me to say any of this. I paid them, and I have the service, so I'm not advertising them. Here's an economy. Here's an experience. This is close, but if you look the top right, although this is like a collection type place and all, that's more like how many emotions you've got around you. I know that's shocked Gen X, because we had like, what, 2 emotions, maybe 3 emotions growing up. And the rest we weren't allowed. It was not allowed. That's what it looks like more than anything, is the one up top. When I look at people's souls, they've got lots of, it fills up about half of their sphere. And they've got this white light. Anyway, but this is a facility that gets out all of, like a soul collecting facility. The white light, emotions, all of the experiences that you had are collected. And it's a commodity, which means it's bought and sold. Is that right, puppy? Yeah, it's a commodity. The souls are a commodity. I was very pleased with these pictures. So on whatever level that they're collected, sold, what are these experiences that we're having here? Well, if you keep, what are you doing? If you keep it on a fear and anger level, you've got a certain Akashic records or history in all of these souls. So if someone is hungry for negativity, let's say, and that's the energy that feeds them, then they would buy that. The fear and the anger, because you can manifest better with fear and anger, it's promoted because it's easier than passion. Passion is only one way to manifest. So it looks like the method of manifesting faster seems to be fear and anger. The cool thing in all of this, no matter what kind of industry is going on around you, you don't have to succumb to it. You might find yourself in a soul. Do you take that soul seriously? Do you think that you are the soul? Do you think that this white light inside is you? This little stick of awareness? Do you think it's you? Do you identify with it? Is this good or bad? No. What is our relationship with this experience? What is our relationship with this experience? Because you could create souls of all kinds, all these experiences. What? Puppy. How about now that you ate everything that makes you happy? Oh no, she's got energy. Crap. It's the honey, wasn't it? Okay. Let's try going to your plants. Let's try that first. Go to your plants. We'll see if she'll kind of naturally settle down. Usually at this time of the day, unless we go OUTSIDE, she'll get in her BED and like take a little nap or so, and then ramp back up. So it's that weird place for like a toddler when they won't go down for a nap. They're real tired, but they won't go down for a nap. And they're like, they're whining and crying. That's kind of what she does in the mornings. Well, you guys know that. She does it like pretty much every freaking morning. And I feed her calories and it makes it worse. Oh, you guys. So, Faraday cage piece. If someone could get in a Faraday cage and all of the thoughts on the outside, which when my fabric moves forward, there will be robes that have hoods. There will be hoodies that have hoods. So when you're out and about in public, you could be covered all the way down, at least to your wrists. Or get an oversized where it's a little bit longer to go over your hands, but it'll have a hood. So it might be time for some pants. to make some pants. She's still whining. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these souls, again, these are a little bit upside down, but that's all right. And uh the stick in it is kind of small and offset, but it makes for a pretty picture. This kind of reminds me a little bit of when the souls come from Earth and then they're recycled through the moon. Because you'll see them like floating out there. Where they go to doesn't look a lot like this, but they come in through like the end of a straw or the end of a tube. It's a fairly large tube, but the end of the tube. And then the souls and the awareness are recycled. Now, what's the good news, Kelly? This is all done in the God bubble. All of these souls, everything, these emotions, what is being captured, all of that is in the matrix. See, everything on the bottom row is in the matrix. Okay. The top row is natural, what we're naturally doing before the matrix comes along. So bottom left, we look into the matrix to start having this experience. And then we've got a soul to have this experience with the white light stick. And that you can find in that matrix grid system. And see, from that soul, you create a body. You project a body. And then we've been in these bodies so long that the projection of the body we think is inside of the body. And we think that you've got to have a pineal gland. So the good news, whatever's going on with your soul, all you have to do is let go of the matrix, and you find yourself in the natural eyeball. And you're not playing a soul game anymore. Isn't that cool? You let go of the idea and the concept that you're in prison, that you're not free in the first place. That feeling of freedom and all. When you get to the God bubble feelings and emotions, that's the natural eyeball. You natural eyeball and you look into the matrix. Oh, now you can choose fear and anger. Those are choices. You can make those choices as you're having all these experiences up and down in the matrix. I hope this is helpful. I don't want to scare you guys. I also don't want to give you this information so that you do go in there and push and pull. It's like, oh, now that I know how it works, I'm going to push and pull. Well, you're going to get trapped in it too. I'm showing you how to let go of it. You never get out of the matrix because all the characters are created by the matrix in the matrix. It's cool. And you guys, if you haven't signed up for the remote viewing class, it's going to be in like 2 hours. You guys, I'm so excited to see you in the remote viewing class. I think you're going to get a tremendous amount of value out of the remote viewing class. It's at 11:30 in about 2 hours from now. So excited. You can still sign up. I'll send you a link. We're going to do it in the StreamYard. So I'm excited about that. So it'll be a really secure place for us to meet. And then take the remote viewing class. If you've been remote viewing for a while, you're going to love this. If you've never remote viewed before, you're going to love this. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. You're going to have a huge improvement in remote viewing with this class. And it's very reasonably priced, you guys. And for now, I'm going to be having it every week, every Wednesday at 11:30, unless you guys are like, hey, can you do it at this other time, Kelly? And maybe there's a couple more people that can do it at that time too. Then let's form another class. Let's do that. But every class that you go to, you just sign up every week. I'll leave it up there. I'll leave it up there because it says weekly. So after today, like after this, if you sign up, like if you went to this, you've signed up, I think we've got about 3 people going to the class so far. So you'll come to this class, and if you want to go to next week's class, you just sign up again after this class. Yeah, isn't it exciting? So you just sign up again, and then you'll be in next week's class. what typically happens is I'll start a class and I'll have a bunch of new people who haven't done it before. Other people want a refresher, or you got someone in there that's one of the world's top remote viewers, and they're like, I want to be better. Within 3 classes, you guys, you're like master manifestors. There's nothing more I could really, teach you at all in 3. So what will happen is the ones that are taking the class, they'll self-graduate from the class, and there's no more students. It's if it's a student at all. I don't know if student's the right word. Hey, get off my mat. Stop crumpling up my mat. So that's what happens. In other words, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this weekly. You'll just kind of see it disappear off of there. But it's when everybody's kind of self-graduated themselves, like, oh, Kelly, I don't need you anymore. This remote viewing things, I got it down. And so I'm just going to let it naturally take the flow. So make sure, like, when I offer it, don't be like, oh, I'm going to take it in 2 or 3 months. It'll be gone in 2 or 3 months, for sure. But usually within 6 weeks, I stop doing the class again, because if people do it for about 3 classes and they're good, there's no reason to come to class anymore. They know everything. They've learned it all in 3 classes. So I'm really excited about that. So excited. Oh, I don't have those right now. The C word, Kin. I don't have those right now. Hey, sold and sold. I love it. Interesting how that works. And it's pronounced and interchangeable, says Sarah. Absolutely. Soul and soul. Wow, sold. Sold to the highest bidder. I love you guys. I'm having the best time with AI. I'm getting a little better each time. Creating AI pictures to where it's a lot closer to what I'm trying to explain. This is so freaking awesome. This puts everything into perspective. Looking at like a kingdom above, the cities above the clouds, or where the gods reside above. The watchers that watch over the souls, and the souls having experiences. What is a view from up here looking down? All you see are stars, right? So you don't see the 3rd dimension. You see the souls having the experiences. The removal of the white stick. So technology takes that out. There's a tremendous amount of technology that you find on this moon concept. This soul catcher. So when I draw pictures in the future, or I talk about the soul having emotion bubbles and a white light stick, and all, it might not be attached to something beautiful that looks very alien. Think of this just independently, with the emotions on the top and filled a little bit fuller, but the emotions on the top as if you had this turned upside down. That's what I see you guys look like in the soul. It's a piece of technology where you can have this experience. It's awareness. It's high focused awareness where you can have awareness in that avatar and that avatar alone. But that, I know it doesn't look like a laptop, but think of that as a laptop. And you're going to go play a game with a bunch of other people in a soul. You don't interact with them and look like a human being. You create your world while interacting with this other soul, and they create like their own laptop, their own computer. They create their own world. And that world is very similar, and you interact inside of that simulated world. your souls never touch or absorb into each other or whatever. On this stage, these souls, they don't do that. This is like your own. Again, I keep referring to a laptop or a computer, where you have your experience that's shared with other people around the world. Like you're on TikTok. Oh, what a cute kitty cat. You put it in the comments. Oh, what a cute kitty cat. And you have that shared experience around the world. But the other person, they might have a weather that's really hot that day, and you have weather that's very cold that day. So although both of you are looking at a cute kitty cat video, you're having completely different experiences while you're looking at the kitty cat video. Does that make sense now? So we're all experiencing Earth, but we're experiencing Earth wealthy, prosperous, abundant, successful, or fear and anger. How are we experiencing planet Earth? So this one to the right, just random, could be experiencing fear and anger. The one on the far left experiencing peace. And both of them are at the grocery store. Does that make sense? We're all having separate experiences together. This is good news, you guys. I give you good news. Now, in showing you these pictures, do you have the urge to go change things and push and pull and move your emotions around? I hope not. I hope you look at this as information that allows you to let go better. You're not trapped at all. These are experiences inside of the matrix that when you let go of the matrix, you find yourself in a pure white light consciousness state. You are none of these characters. This is just a way that you can experience these characters of, that one on the left, there's Avatar Kelly over there. And let me just randomly in the comments, Sarah. Sarah, where are you, Avatar Sarah? Avatar Ken, Avatar Jennifer, Avatar Brian. Where are you? So here we are in our own individual souls, but we're all together in a room having an experience together. Isn't that so cool? Isn't that awesome? See, when you know how this is, you look at this as, oh my gosh, look how I'm imprisoned in this. Or, oh my gosh, look at this experience that I'm having. Look how it's put together. That's a different point of view than I'm in prison. Just hanging there, can't go anywhere. Oh, look, those are the chains holding me down. Or, oh, look, it's the umbilical cord to what keeps this experience alive. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just making up positive and negative scenarios, right? So it's not as it's good or bad. Am I in prison or am I free? What's another perspective? What's another perspective on this? Just look at everything from another perspective. And everything changes. I don't know why this is one of my favorites. Because it looks like an old-fashioned light bulb in the middle. The way you would make something like in the 70s, like 70s and 80s, how you'd make stuff for like school projects. This is how you would do it. It's like, how do you make something look like they're all hovering? So when we take this experience too seriously, it's like taking a video game too seriously. Like you are that character in the video game and your score is really important. Wow. So this is just a carnival ride. This is just an experience we're having. And if you guys want to remote view this stuff, join my class. Starts in about an hour and 45 minutes. thegodbubble.com. I'll send you a link and I'll see you there with that link. I'm so excited. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I get to, well, first, I'm excited about seeing you, getting to talk to you and hearing your voices. I think it's just the coolest thing. Because although you're communicating by, typing in the comments and stuff, that I don't hear your voice. And it's just the coolest thing ever when I hear your voice. And we're able to interact that way. And maybe I'm not as good at looking at stuff, but when there's like the vibration of your voice and everything, I see your energy better and so forth. And it's like so easy, especially when we're interacting, going back and forth. It makes it so much easier to look at someone's energy, because while I'm looking at their energy, they can do one little thing and their energy changes and I see it. And it's so good for them to go, oh my gosh, that's what happens when I do that. Well, like they know. So beneficial. Anyway, I've got like 3 people in the remote viewing class so far. I'm going to teach you what remote viewing is by having you experience it. It's directed self-discovery. So you're going to understand what remote viewing actually is and see that you've been doing it your whole life. And then after that, I'm going to take you on remote viewing journeys where all the senses are included. I know. Well, I know, right? And then if you want to practice, we're going to get into some practical ways for you to practice this all by yourself at home. I know, I'm so excited. So that starts in just a little bit over an hour and a half. We're going to be doing the remote viewing class, so sign up. I'll send you a link. It's going to be StreamYard. When you go to join, I think it has you download everything, or it does downloading automatically. And of all of the products out there, as far as you download, or is it download? You download a product on your laptop, your computer, or whatever, like where they will cause problems with your computer, or I have not found anything like that happening with StreamYard. I feel very good with StreamYard. They've upgraded it. They're up to all kinds of standards, you guys. I do love StreamYard, and if you do any broadcasting, especially from multiple locations, or you're broadcasting to multiple locations, podcasting, audio, video, or whatever, check it out. I make a little bit of money, and you save money when you click on my link below on StreamYard and you sign up. So thank you guys. If you are going to sign up for StreamYard, you sign up through me, and I think it's $25. So thank you, and you get a discount, and you'd pay more somewhere else. So it's not like you're paying $25 extra. They're hoping on future money from you. They're paying me on future money. So thank you guys for supporting me that way and through donations. Some of you are very specific. It's like, oh, go treat yourself to lunch and so forth on your donations. Thank you. Thank you guys. Or just, hey, go pay the light bill. Thank you. So I can sit here and talk to you and I'm not in the dark. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you guys. And let me go back over here. There we go. Here we go. So does this make sense? The soul area, the AI pictures that I showed you hopefully were helpful in being able to visualize this part of it. I've done for quite a while, and through repetition, showing you the eyes shooting out the white light consciousness bubbles. Hopefully when I talk about that, you see images like that in your mind. So now when I talk about the soul area and all the emotions being these spheres that are around, and you're pulling them into the white stick, that maybe you have a better visual on that. or you can form better pictures. And the better pictures that you have of what's going on, as opposed to words, complicated words don't help you remember. It gets you caught up and tied up in the programming and in the matrix more. When you look at pictures, you remember. And also remember that in a Faraday cage, you might be blocked from stuff in the third dimension or things in the mind matrix. That's all the matrix is mind and mental constructs. Going from third dimension, which is a certain mental construct with certain guidelines and rules and all, to the fifth dimension, which is higher, but still a mental construct. So if it's the mind, we're still in the matrix. So this ascension, again, I feel so much better, but we're still in the matrix. When you let go of the matrix, it doesn't matter what happens to the soul. It doesn't matter the influences. I mean, you're influenced on every level, including when you get in a Faraday cage. Everything that you don't see. Huge influence on walking around on this planet. But that's all they are, influences. Do you resist it, which is pushing and pulling the influences? Or do you let go of the influences and find yourself in a place where you created those influences? To influence yourself in a way where you're not healed. And to keep influencing yourself to go there, to that unhealed place. You guys, in all of this, I hope that this is a benefit in your life, and that instead of fear, you see where fear is merely an emotion. That if you put it in your world for over 50% of your day, that's what you're going to get. I hope that's empowering to you to know that even if it is pushing and pulling, the more you spend in these other emotions that are way cool emotions, thumbs up emotions, in my opinion, the more time you spend in those, that's more what your reality is going to resemble. When you heal these emotions that are around the spirit stick, are not in the spirit stick, and they go back to their factory settings. So again, everything I've told you today reinforces letting go and allowing and healing. You see the soul for what it is. Now you can let go of it. You can still have this experience, but you're not locked into one awareness. A small amount of awareness is pushing and pulling, and have a higher level of awareness. The key or the answer, higher level of awareness, is just a higher level in the matrix. We let go until we come fully into all the awareness and go, oh, is that all there is? Is that all there is? Is that all there is to awareness? Then let's keep dancing. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video.
Realm of dreams where the stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her thought bubble we soar through the night. Exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies